this is a prime example of what the power that people have when they come together.
Union organizer Chris Smalls celebrating a big victory tonight after warehouse workers at a New York City Amazon facility have voted in favor of forming the first U.S. union in the tech giant's 27-year history. The effort came out of workers' frustration with Amazon's treatment of employees during the pandemic.
And now on Capitol Hill, a House committee says it's going to investigate how Amazon treats its workers. Tonight, News 6's Troy Campbell is looking at the ripple effect of today's union vote.
Amazon facilities like this one continue to pop up all across Florida. As one of the largest employers in the country, we spoke with union organizers about the first successful union vote for Amazon employees.
First of all, it's a tremendous victory for workers.
More than 20 years ago, Marcus Courtney attempted to organize the first Amazon employee union, made up of his 400 colleagues at an Amazon call center in Seattle, but failed to get the votes.
For the past 2 years, working inside the warehouses, putting their life on the line in order to distribute vital goods and services to the American public, and see Amazon profits soar to unimaginable heights, feel like, well, hey, maybe it's time that I share in some of that wealth too.
Courtney says Amazon warehouse workers are concerned about pandemic safety, low wages, and limited mobility to move up in the ranks with the company, adding even he was surprised the Staten Island union vote passed.
They tried to address that with Amazon management. They felt ignored, and so they felt that forming a union and having management actually sit down across the table and negotiate with them was the best course of action for them.
On Friday, the U.S. House Oversight Committee released statements regarding an investigation into Amazon's company practices, citing concerned workers following extreme weather in Illinois, writing, quote, "We are concerned by recent reports that Amazon may be putting the health and safety of its workers at risk, including by requiring them to work in dangerous conditions during tornadoes, hurricanes, and other extreme weather."
The pace of work that they absolutely have an extremely high turnover rate, which is a disincentive, which makes it harder to unionize and organize.
The Orlando chapter of the Democrat Socialists of America says the successful vote in New York could have a ripple effect here in Florida.
I mean, it's quite literally one of the most momentous things to happen in U.S. labor history ever. That's not an exaggeration. This is one of the largest corporations on earth.
Amazon did release a statement saying that they were disappointed in the vote, and they're currently looking at all of their options, including possibly filing an objection. In Orlando, Troy Campbell, Getting Results, News 6.
Okay, before I actually get into this monumental news, probably some of the best melanated excellence news that I will have ever brought to my channel, because y'all, I don't think many people realize how big this is on a huge scale, and I'm not even over exaggerating this when I say this. Let me give a huge shout out to Christian Smalls, and this is the man that you see right here in this picture. This guy literally started off with a few people, with him leading the charge, and then it expanded and grew to probably thousands of people, to somewhat in a way bring one of the biggest conglomerates to its knees in order to get the first labor union ever in Amazon's 27-year history. That is simply amazing. You're talking about a guy who literally was making minimum wage, going against a multi-billion-dollar worldwide business, a business that people use every single day. And this guy kicked this off back in 2020 during the pandemic. And you know what? I think I vaguely remember him. And he was talking about how they were getting treated badly and all that stuff, like right there. But honestly, I've seen videos where people who work for Amazon over the years before the pandemic was a thing, and saying that the work conditions in there were harsh, which is why if anyone has sent me any type of job application that was anything Amazon related, I would never apply for it, because they had no union. They literally had no union. And I used to hear so many horror stories when it came to how Amazon treated their warehouse workers. I'm like, y'all building up all these warehouses to put all these people to work, but none of them are in very good working condition. And you treat your employees, the people who are the backbone of your company, like trash. I mean, I heard some of the worst horror stories. They said Amazon, while on the surface is a good looking company, behind the scenes, as far as the people working, it was a nightmare. And this man right here, Christian Smalls, a black man, a millennial, led the charge to organize Amazon's first ever labor union. Can y'all believe that? Can y'all hear the excitement in my voice as I am conveying this message, this story to you? Now, this is a story that is not really being talked about like that. As a matter of fact, to give you a little backstory, they tried to claim that Christian Smalls was not articulate. He was this, that, and the third. They tried to diminish his name and his reputation so people would not hear him. Apparently that did not work because they voted in his favor. And now because of that, he is actually the head of the labor union for that particular Amazon, that particular warehouse. And he was fired. Let me keep that in mind, put that out there. He was fired back in 2020. And that's what made him kick all of this off. Now, you heard in the audio that it was another person that tried to organize a labor union back in the early 2000s, but he was unsuccessful. And he said at the time he only had like 400 people, and he was unsuccessful. And that, you got to think, at that time, Amazon wasn't nowhere near where it was now. So that's what makes this story even more incredible. He literally went up against a giant, one of the biggest, I guess you could say, e-commerce type of giants. I think that's what I guess you can call it. I could be wrong. In the world. I even saw a meme on his page, because I found his page on the Black Man Can Instagram page, and they said, Jeff Bezos, while you were up in space, we were down here organizing a union. I saw that a few times. And see, the thing is, they underestimated this guy. Because like I said, they tried to diminish his name. They tried to throw dirt on him and all types of stuff, and it didn't work. Now, you heard also in that same news clip, they said that they're going to try, that Amazon is going to try to, what is it I'm looking for? They're going to try to reject that decision or try to go against it. That shows you right there that Amazon does not care about their workers. But what they're scared of is because this one took off and was successful. What they're scared of or more fearful of is that more others are going to take effect, or more people are going to have organized labor unions in order so they can have the same thing happen for them. Oh, this guy's life is literally about to change for the better, but they better protect him at all costs, because I don't take anything for by chance. I'm just saying, he better hire some security. Like, here you have this regular black man, this regular everyday black man who's doing extraordinary things. Like, this is simply incredible. He deserves every bit of praise that he possibly can get, because this is unheard of. This has never happened before. He literally is the first person to do this successfully. For Amazon, of all companies, that is incredible. This, like, usually, you know, like, I know I said a lot, but I'm like legit speechless right now. I'm so proud of this dude. And I've never even met the guy. Like, if I ever got a chance to actually, you know, interview him on my channel, oh my God, I would have so many questions. I would probably be so excited. I wouldn't even know what to ask. It's almost like this guy's a celebrity in his own right, and I just can't really formulate the words to like really say how proud I am of an individual that I've never met and possibly may never ever meet. But I don't want to say never, but you know, it's not like I'm going to run into him tomorrow. But yeah, this is crazy. And the thing is, I was going to wait until my live stream to actually talk about this, but I said my excitement about this story is so high right now that I could not wait until Friday to talk about this. I said this needs to be its own video. because I need people to see this now. I could not let this just hang on for a week. And this story, like, I'm recording this on April 2nd. This occurred on the 1st, which was a Friday. And because of everything else that's being in the news right now, I'm not going to bring that up. That's why this got pushed back. So only certain people know about it. Of course, people in Staten Island know about it. Amazon, I'm very sure they got wind of it. And other warehouses around the nation, around the world, are looking at this guy right now and hailing him as a hero, like he really is. He's getting all the praise right now, and he should. Most definitely should. And it's crazy because you have a lot of people that have all these disparaging things to say about black men, and black men don't do this, and black men can't do this, that we're lazy, and this, all type of stuff. Well, Christian Smalls proves that that is far from the truth. This guy literally made Amazon bend the knee. Those of you who watch Game of Thrones get the reference. So, Christian Smalls, take a bow, sir. You single-handedly, well, I'm not going to say single-handedly, but you did lead the charge. Practically, you are like a labor worker's, like, I guess you can say, dream come true. Like, for real, for real.